From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossen. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch that?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Cleveland Farrell, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, in the NFL game. They're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Frank Clark. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that they're watching the 2 the scripts a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in. Okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
And it looks like we've got a dive set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Defensively, I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And going deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. And touchdown. Officially, that goes down as a kick return of 107 yards. What a run. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. And to give this time to the tailback.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Let's go. Kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Mahomes now on first down, eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. 7-7, our score after 1. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They go play fake. Mahomes. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who might play.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown. Todd Gurley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Maurice Hurst. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. to get this drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good edge steam going.
It's Kelce on the ground.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. And just shutting him off there. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Not sure how you feel about it, but to me, I think we're seeing it in front of our eyes. This league continues to change. Look at the moves you ordinarily get from a running back from the quarterback position.
Yeah, that's like a Le'Veon Bell type move right there, but you're exactly right. The game's kind of evolving in that way, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the quarterback is rapidly becoming an extra running back as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. Kelce, the intended receiver there. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. From the gun, it's Jackson. Able to find Waller. That's complete. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. first down and then some at midfield. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
They'll throw on first down to Jackson. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. They'll roll him out right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. The 30, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On second down, Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner, and finally has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Ross on the return.
Let's go. Do it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rear view.
And oh, that is going to be a safety.
And sometimes, Paul, you just have to fight your natural instinct, which is to fight, to try and get out of that situation. Covering up, taking the 2-point safety, and not giving up a bigger play, which could have been a touchdown, probably the right move.
Yeah, I think he just felt that pressure. You're right. Saw the need to tuck it. I was surprised, though, that he didn't try to wiggle away a little bit more since he was back in his own end zone. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Mahomes. Quick slant, caught by Moore. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Counter play with Jacobs. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so far, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He's going to take off. Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
A good run of 6 yards there gets them closer to the goal line with second down coming up. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Armstrong, and he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run with Jacobs. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Jackson, and he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. 96 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will cut this lead down to 25. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Wide open receiver complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
but she's singing too.
Oh, she's singing.
She's on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes dancing to his left. And he's got the hook up to Moore. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Can you hear that? Do you hear that?
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Mahomes now to throw. That's caught at the 25. A big play there for KC. 42 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Looking for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And again, it's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's got his target. That's more. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On first down, Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 45. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he's going to find his go-to man so far. That's Moore. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now here's Mahomes throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Mahomes now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. One final try for Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go give it to mommy. High five. High five.
Thank you.